Before we proceed with additional setups, we're going to remove the test data. Now, test data was added to your account as part of your trial period, so you had some events to play around with, but we want to go ahead and remove that as to not create any confusion, nor do we want it taking up dates that you need for your real events. So we're going to go down to Venue, and then once you're in the Venue General section, Actions, you have Add Test Data, or you'll have Delete Test Data. So let me find one with it. Remove Test Data. Go ahead and click that. You'll get your pop-up. Always read pop-ups. Make it a habit. It's telling you something of importance. And it's going to delete it. We'll get a notification when it's complete. And you can always add the information, test data back in. At this point, since you're setting up, I don't recommend that you do that. I do recommend, however, that you create a dummy event to have in your back pocket. So as you're going through the additional setups and configurations, you have an event where you can see how it's applied. This is also good practice to have throughout your journey with Sunnis. Have a test event booked out 5-10 years so it doesn't have any conflicts on your existing calendar. You make a change to a food menu, you're curious what it looks like, you wonder what will happen if you do X, Y, or Z, have that dummy event to play around with. To create a dummy event, you simply go to Events, Create Confirmed Event, go ahead and put in your venue, the date, so we want to put this out a few years, in date if you want to make it a multiple day, the type of event, and you can leave those in or put in your drink packages, food packages, whatever, once you have those, the areas available. And then you're going to put in dummy information for partner 1, partner 2, or put in your personal information. If you put in your personal information to be one of the partners, then you'll have your personal email. It does have to be a different email than your login email. So you'll have access to the portal, and you can see what the portal looks like as you set up. So I'm going to go ahead and put in an email. And put in just fake information, not a big deal. And then we're going to have those as not optional, but required custom fields. Price breakdown. This is the breakdown of your package. So if there's any included or if there's any extras, I'm going to leave this blank. These are things I'm going to play around with later, so I don't need it for now. Next. And you do have to put somebody in one more time as your main contact. We don't assume that the contact and the couple are the same person. You do need to put that in again. You can leave everything else blank. And I now have a dummy event. You can put something in the reference like testing or dummy event, something so you know that this is a test event. Everyone else on your team knows it's the test event. And the bell is on, which means I'm subscribed to changes. So I'll get notifications. If you don't want to get notifications on this event, simply go to Actions, Unsubscribe, and we'll take that bell off for you. And now you have a good test event booked out way in the future to run your tests on. So if you have any questions, hey, what happens if I do this? Try it out, find out. And you can move the date out. So in a few years, as you get closer to 2030, you start booking out 2030, move this to 2035. You can change the date by going Actions, Change Reservation.